Welcome everybody, I'm Burner. This is The Walking Dead Road to Survival, and we're going to stream a little bit. It'll be another quick one, sort of like last night. We'll warm things up with the roadmap as people get online, and then we'll do some raids and some gateway token openings and kind of talk about this faction level up that's going on and this ridiculous rewards. Welcome everybody. I'm Burner. This is The Walking Dead Road to Survival. We're live streaming again. It'll be kind of a quick one like last night. We'll do some more gateway token openings. We'll warm things up with the roadmap as people get on. Throw some raids in there, and then we'll probably talk about this faction level up that we have going on and the ridiculousness of these rewards up top, and whether or not it is Scopely's latest in a long line of many mistakes. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. Map complete. We'll kind of just getting back to our normal farming here. It has been a while since we've got to kind of roll into it and throw some drop leaders on and make things happen. But you know, it's always a welcome comeback to the farming. That's just how the energy's usually spent. It's definitely been a while since we've had roadmap mania the past week and a half. See if we can't turn some of that roadmap time into some quality pulls tonight, though. Still looking for that first epic out of the gateway tokens. Maybe tonight will be the night. Who knows? Nick Vickers, welcome, man. How's it going out there? Just getting back in our first world stage farming in a while. Kind of warming it up while everybody hops on, sees the notifications, it comes out, and then we'll get to the good stuff. Killjoy Jasper, welcome. How do we do in the war? It was a little lackluster. I had 2 days of work, so I was pretty limited. The faction kind of held up. We finished up in fourth. You know, a little bit of a drop off for us. We've had some things get shuffled around, but still right there. Hopefully, we'll be able to put some new pieces in and kind of get back up into that top three regularly. But you know, not too bad. Kind of forgot how long it can take for some of these to run through a bit. Yeah, everything's going well on my side. It's kind of late night. Getting a stream popped in. Thanks for supporting the videos. I really like it. Streaming's slowly become one of my favorite parts because, you know, get to interact more directly with them, you know, subs. So it's nice. Get to share a little bit more. Just makes it a little bit more genuine, you know, sort of dialogue. And I think it's great for building community, so that's great. We're slowly getting people trickled in. Let's do one more, and then we'll kind of get to the goods. Lately, I've kind of been bouncing between um, world stages when I farm instead of kind of doing the same one over and over. It kind of depends. Sometimes I'll run it, for 3 or 4 times in a row, and then I'll kind of bounce around if I haven't gotten anything. But yeah, there can be so much monotony in just farming that just switching it up is feels like I'm doing more. Man, it's been so long. I'm trying to think of what's been good for me recently. And I kind of started playing around in 14.3, I don't know, a couple months ago. And it was a nice little change. I don't know that it really impacted my drop rate on 3 and 4 star weapons, but I get them in 14.3 as well. It definitely didn't hurt it. And like I said, it's kind of nice to just do something to break up the monotony a little bit. What do we got here? I actually started this game because of one of your videos. I apologize, man. That was not my intention to put this evil on you that is this game. Um, yeah, I mean, I obviously love it. I feel like it is a good part of the Walking Dead universe. I feel like they do that part justice of the characters and the limited storytelling that they do. But yeah, there's so many things about the game that frustrate me. I've said it a number of times. The actual licensing of the Walking Dead IP is largely what keeps me in this. I mean, if this were just, you know, uh, a bunch of people that I didn't have any backstory on, just fighting their way through a zombie apocalypse, I probably would have quit the game a long time ago. Um, if it didn't have sort of that background in the Walking Dead universe. So I apologize for bringing you in, but welcome, glad to have you, man. And thanks for stopping by. What do you got here? In the 2 months I've played, I only received 2 wool beanies, and I have over 24 stars ready to go to tier 4. That's kind of normal, I would say. When you're first starting out, I remember um, sort of like each tier, as far as having a team of 3 stars, then a team of 4 stars, and then working your way up. Sort of takes time at each step, and then sort of once you break the horizon, it speeds up a bit. So I kind of do remember it was a pretty big grind at first, especially when you're trying to figure out the mechanics of the game, like what's the best thing to do, how do you get your people leveled up the fastest, how do you take on challenges in the maps. So I definitely probably had, I think Rosita was my first 4 star, and I can't even remember how long I had her before I got her to tier 4. It did take a while, but once you can get through that elite rare gear roadmap, that starts making things easier. That's definitely one of the things I recommend farming when you can successfully beat all the levels, and that'll really get the ball rolling for you. All right, let's jump into some raids real quick. Let's see who's on. Hopefully we find something good. We might not get too many resources with the level up going on, especially such a good level up as it is. We'll kind of speak on that a little bit before this is over. We got Vicar says it's all needed something to fill the time when not working. Yeah, that's kind of how it was for me. Knowing that mobile games that expanded into more than just like Candy Crush and things like that. And then coming on this one, I really liked it. Um, I think I started playing No Man's Land before this, and oh, nice, good little drop there on the leather scrap. But it was No Man's Land before they were using all the characters, when it was just no name stuff, and Daryl sort of just introduced you on the tutorial, and that's what I was kind of mentioning a second ago. The fact that I had all these no-name characters, I feel like it was also harder to use energy. Like the refresh times on energy seemed to be more limited than Road to Survival. And it felt like, I wasn't doing a lot at one time, and then I'd have to go away and wait for my energy to refresh, and it was kind of slow. And there were all these no-name people that I wasn't really connected to. And I walked away from that thing. And then obviously, I think they've seen the air in that, and they started putting in, um, more characters from the actual game. And I hear it's doing well now. And I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. A big part of what makes these games so successful and popular is that IP. Is the creators of The Walking Dead. Their great imagination and ideas in this world that they built. So it's a huge testament to what makes these games so playable in the long term. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll cash in some of those gateway tokens. I actually am getting pretty lucky here, getting a decent amount of resources, which is nice. I wasn't sure if we'd be getting much. It could be possible that a large part of my region's not awake right now, which I love. It's always kind of tricky picking whether or not I'll attack somebody in the middle, just because I don't want to kind of break up the connected adjacent. Uh, I want to do as much damage as possible. That's why I like Glenn so much. You think at times that attacking only three would maybe be a detriment, but the fact that they don't have to be connected is amazing, especially when I can use him, at the end of an AR cycle like that. He does really well. All right, let's get some of these tokens cashed in. Yeah, I should have thought about this beforehand and uh, traded them in, but we'll do another 4 pull. I kind of like the way that one looked out last night. How's everybody's luck been so far with the gateway tokens? Anybody gotten anything good? A Deadly Shot's not here to remind us of his multiple heaths at the moment, but hopefully he'll drop in soon. Clickety click click clicks. We'll get through this eventually. Yeah, I meant to kind of pre-game and prepare the tokens. It completely slipped my mind. I was doing trying to cram through a lot of leveling earlier and hit some objectives up. Try and get a strong start and not fall behind. Unfortunately, I wasn't as prepared as I'd like to be. I have plenty of food and resources, but I didn't have any tune meat trained up in the training ground, so that's a bit of a struggle. Been cashing in just basic tokens and helper tokens. I think we got one more. I lost count yesterday. It might have happened again today. I'm not ashamed to admit it. All right, I think that's it. Let's see what we get out of this. Yeah, nice. I nailed it. All right, guys. Let's see the highlights. If you haven't been watching, we've gotten Zachary, uh, and then I think we got a bunch of gear. Did we get Joey last night, maybe? Ooh, Nick Vickers, 4 Joeys. That's rough. Yeah, I mean, there's there's only a few tunes that you can really use multiples of, uh, and usually not more than 2. So when you're getting like 4 and 5 stars, that's pretty rough to see. Um, yeah, God, I can't remember. Why can't I remember if we got Joey? That's terrible of me. I apologize, guys. I know we did get Zachary, so that was nice. Other than that, it's been gear. Killjoy Jasper. I've done 31 pulls, got Luke, Joey, and the rest gear. Yeesh. Yeah, it's a little rough. After this one, I still think we're going to have a good amount of tokens left over to kind of do some big pulls here at the end. We haven't done too many so far. We did that 4. What else we do? We might be at like 7 or 8 before this, so this will kind of put us at either like 11 or 12. But let's see what we got, guys. And we have another Zachary, of course. Ultra rare pieces, yeah. Ultra rare pieces, and a camp stove. Well, there you have it. I mean, I guess at least we got a tune. Let's try and be perky about it. And we do have more pulls that'll be coming, but yeah, picking up some pieces, scrap leather. I haven't checked my numbers yet. I haven't even cashed in the ultra rare gear pieces, but I'm almost at the point where I'm confident we're going to get at least 5 of both of those and sort of max that out, so that's nice. Started recently, so everyone needed. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. If you just started picking up 4 Joeys is pretty quality, especially for a lot of the matchups that you'll probably meet at your area in the raid ladder. That'll get you moving up pretty quick. And then when you kind of hit your plateau, it'll be time to kind of progress. But not too bad. Zachary, I don't know. Maybe I'll put together some sort of ranged neutralized team. Um, to maybe just be annoying in a tower against top level teams. I don't think it'll last long. A bunch of 4 stars isn't going to do much at the top level where my faction's at. But put maybe 4 neutralize in a tower with a revive might be enough to just sort of annoy people and keep them tied up. Sometimes at the top level, especially with these OP towers that we've seen, speed is a huge piece of it. So anytime you can sort of tie an opponent up in a match, it can kind of do a lot of a good for your team because you can kind of get through them and make them not really waste energy, but keep energy in limbo, and they have to decide whether to coin or kind of just sit there and not get it off. All right, we'll finish up with these raids and we'll call it a night. See if we can find some more resources. It's been good so far. Kind of like that. Yeah, it might have dried up on us. Well, let's try and get some rep at least. Balboa. I think I remember him from War. Trying to think of how I might have gone after this team, though. Let's try one of these. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be what we wanted. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't give me what I wanted. I think we'll be fine on the way out, though. A lot of it's trying to, minimize getting their ARs off when it comes to multiple Andreas and kind of working around. Unfortunately, this team's pretty well balanced to the point where there wasn't anybody I could sort of hit all out on the first round and them not go off. I'm pretty confident in any one of those characters. Well, the infamous connection demons have struck us once again. Yeah, it's been a while since we had a good run there, though. Hopefully it's picking back up. Let's check this connection. Excellent health. All right. Let's see. What was the last question? Vishnu, VJ, one of each. Heath, Zach, Barker, Bo, and 2 Joeys. Jesus Christ, man. Congratulations. That is some amazing luck. Very quality there. Very quality. Getting some big pulls. Very nice. Heath and Barker I would love to have in my team. Very good pulls, man. Congratulations. Excellent health. All right, let's go ahead and run it out. Get these last 2 in. See if we can gather up a little bit more resources or at least find some rep. 48 will work. Get this old Tyrese out of the way. And time to make things happen. There we go. I'm looking at the computer and seeing a little bit of a spinning video. Let's make sure unable to capture. Well, we're almost there. We'll get this last raid out of the way. We already got the pull in when we had the good connection, so that's a plus. Yeah, hopefully it's getting to you. I kind of had this issue the other night where my feed on the computer wasn't that great, but then when I look back at the video afterwards, it seemed to be going all right. I think there was a little bit of a offset with the sound though, which is kind of pisses me off. But let's finish it up real quick. Come on, resources. 30's enough. Defense. Defense. Let's go after Michonne. There we go. A plus up there. And we'll get this thing out of the way. Oh yeah, easy road now. It's always nice when all 5 of them are set up. Um, you know that crystal is just a little icing on the top to keep it secure in case for some reason there's some defense buff that I don't see. Nice, picking up 5,000 walkie parts. It's a pretty good raid, guys. We got a lot of big drops on this one, so glad we got to see that. Well, guys, go ahead and end it there. We'll see how it goes. If I can do another stream, maybe we'll do another floor pool. If not, we will be doing sort of a larger pool with the gateway tokens to sort of wrap the collection up, and hopefully we can get lucky and have one of those 5 stars before it's over. But if not, we'll just stock up on some gear. It's always needed. Let's see. Anybody any questions left? Yeah, it looks pretty solid. Yep. Just to wrap it up, check out the faction level up video we put up where we kind of talk a little bit about how, it seems like Scopely made a mistake on this. Like I said earlier, though, I don't think there's much they can do about it. I think they're just going to have to take a loss on this one and hand out a lot of 5 stars. But that's good for us as a community. Sometimes it's nice for more people to be rewarded than just the lucky ones. Anyway, guys, if there's anything left unsaid, you're seeing this after it's over, go ahead and throw some comments down there. I'll definitely get to them. As always, if you like, go ahead and snap those buttons. And if you're new and you want to see more, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.